Virgo, something big is happening. Between June 26th and 29th, your soul isn't just living through another week. It's standing at a crossroads. This is your cosmic audit, a sacred spiritual checkpoint that only comes around once every few years. But this one is different because the consequences of what you choose now will echo through your life until 2032. Yes, Virgo. This is serious. The universe isn't punishing you. It's observing you. It's watching to see if you've actually evolved, or if you're still clinging to the same old emotional patterns, fears, and cycles that kept you stuck in the past. Have you learned to choose yourself? Have you stopped giving your energy to people who drain you? Have you started trusting your intuition instead of overthinking your way out of your own destiny? Because here's the truth. If you pass this test, the next 7 years can be wildly different. New love, soul-aligned career, emotional freedom. But if you don't, you may repeat the same loop again and again, just with new faces, new places, same pain. This energy isn't here to scare you, it's here to wake you up. You didn't come here to stay small, you didn't come here to fix everyone else while forgetting your own healing. You came here for a reason. And this cosmic audit is the checkpoint on that mission. So take a deep breath, Virgo. This isn't the time to run. This is the time to rise. Because in these next few days, your soul will be tested in subtle, powerful ways. A conversation that stirs your past pain, an emotional trigger that makes you question your growth, a sign, a dream, or a message you can't ignore anymore. And how you respond? That's what the universe will use to write your next timeline. Comment, I'm ready to pass the cosmic audit. Like if this message resonates deep in your heart. Subscribe for more Virgo soul messages every week. Share this with another Virgo who needs to see this right now. Because Virgo, this is not just another week. It's your moment of truth. Let's pass this audit together. Virgo, every few years something rare happens in the cosmos. Not a planet going retrograde, not a full moon or eclipse, but something deeper, quieter, more powerful. It's called a cosmic audit. And between June 26 and 29, you are being audited. What does that mean? It means the universe is checking in, not on your words, but your soul. Not on your outer life, but your inner growth. It asks, are you still over-giving to people who don't give back? Are you still ignoring your inner voice, even though it's been screaming for years? Are you still pretending to be fine when you're not? And most of all, are you still carrying pain, guilt, or roles that were never yours to carry? This is not about judgment. This is not some cosmic punishment. It's not about being good or bad. It's about alignment. Are you living the life your soul came here to live? Or are you still living the life others expect of you? Virgo, you are one of the most intelligent, intuitive, and healing energies in the zodiac. But sometimes, that intelligence becomes a prison. You overthink your heart. You rationalize your trauma. You stay quiet to keep the peace, even when that silence is breaking you. This audit is here to reveal where you've betrayed yourself in order to be accepted. The universe doesn't care how many people you've helped. It wants to know, have you helped yourself? It doesn't care how many plans you've made. It wants to know, did you follow your purpose? Because here's the soul truth. Your life isn't going to change because you want it to. It's going to change because you become someone new. The audit is energetic. It's about whether your vibration matches your vision. Between June 26 and 29, subtle signs will test your frequency. Old people might resurface. New choices may trigger your old wounds. Your dreams might get intense. And your body might feel heavy or anxious because it knows something is shifting. And Virgo, you can't fake this. You can't intellectualize your way through it. You either are aligned or you're not. The stars will reflect that. So instead of resisting this audit, embrace it. Use it as a mirror, a sacred check-in, a divine invitation to stop running and start remembering. Because if you're ready to be honest with yourself, this audit won't break you. It will set you free. Virgo, the universe is speaking to you, not through loud chaos, but through quiet clarity. Between June 26th and 29th, it's going to ask your soul 3 powerful questions. And how you answer, with your energy, your choices, your actions, will shape your destiny until 2032. Let's go through them, one by one. 1. Are you finally choosing yourself? Be honest. How many times have you sacrificed your own needs just to keep the peace? How often do you put yourself last, while saving people who wouldn't even notice if you disappeared? Virgo, your gift is service, but your shadow is self-abandonment. You can't keep fixing others if you're falling apart inside. This audit is asking, are you still making yourself small to be liked, needed, or accepted? Because if you are, your timeline can't shift. The blessings you want require a version of you that's brave enough to choose yourself first. Choosing yourself doesn't mean being selfish. It means being sacred. 2. Are you letting the past control you? Old heartbreaks, regrets, betrayals, you carry them like quiet ghosts, telling yourself you're over it while secretly still bleeding. But Virgo, this is the final window to release it. That person, that pain, that shame, it doesn't define you anymore. You've grown, you've healed. Now it's time to let go. Because if you don't, the same emotional movie will start again. Different cast, different setting, same story. And you'll be stuck in that cycle until 2032. This question isn't about judgment, it's about freedom. Will you let your past define your future, or finally rewrite the script? Are you trusting the unseen signs? Virgo loves logic, facts, evidence. You want things to make sense before you take the leap. But soul growth doesn't come with guarantees. It comes with faith. This audit will bring signs, but not all of them will make sense. You may get urges to let go of something secure. You may feel called to speak a truth that scares you. You may be pulled toward a path that makes no logical sense, but feels right in your heart. Can you move forward even when the answers aren't clear? Can you trust that your soul knows the way? Because if you're waiting for 100% certainty, you'll miss the door while it's still open. These 3 questions aren't just spiritual poetry, they are tests. And how you respond, not just in thought, but in action, will echo through your love life, your money, your peace, and your power for the next 7 years. So ask yourself honestly, am I choosing myself? Am I releasing the past? Am I trusting the signs? Because Virgo, this is your moment of truth. Virgo, you may be wondering, am I passing the test? Is the universe even noticing all the inner work I'm doing? The answer, yes. But energy doesn't lie. Your vibration tells the truth, even when your words don't. So let's break it down. Here's how you'll know whether you're on track to pass this cosmic audit or quietly failing it without realizing. Signs you're passing the audit. You feel lighter after releasing someone toxic. Maybe it was a friend, a lover, or even a family member, but you finally cut the cord, and instead of guilt, you felt peace. That's not loss. That's your soul exhaling. 2. You're finally saying no, without guilt. Virgo, you've spent years people-pleasing. If you've recently said no to something that drained you and felt powerful doing it, you're stepping into alignment. 3. You're noticing strange synchronicities, repeating numbers, seeing the same animal over and over, intense dreams or emotional flashes from the past. These are not random. These are soul signals. You're being guided because you're listening. 4. You feel a quiet confidence. You may not have all the answers yet, but something in you feels grounded, ready, like a deeper part of you knows. This time, I won't go backward. Signs you're failing the audit. 1. You're emotionally exhausted or confused. If you're feeling overwhelmed, irritable, or like you're spinning in circles, you may be resisting a truth your soul is trying to show you. 2. You're going back to what you already outgrew, old relationship, old job, old habit. You know it's wrong, but comfort is seducing you. Virgo, this is the trap, and it leads straight to karmic repeat mode. 3. You hear the inner call, but ignore it again. You've been getting nudges. Speak up. Let them go. Change direction. But fear, logic, or guilt keep silencing that voice. And when you silence your soul, you silence your timeline shift. Virgo, this isn't to shame you, it's to wake you. The signs are loud right now. They're not subtle whispers. They're divine billboards in your life. The universe is not asking you to be perfect. It's asking you to be honest, to show up for your healing, to take the first brave step, even if your voice shakes. So ask yourself right now, am I moving forward or circling back? Am I aligned or avoiding? Because your answers reveal your fate. And Virgo, this is not just astrology. This is your soul standing in front of the mirror. Because June 26 to 29 is not just another week. It's a sacred window, a cosmic portal that will test, trigger, and transform you. This 4-day window holds a rare alignment of energies that are designed to expose your truth and prepare your future. Let's look at the energetic forecast, day by day. June 26th, the day of realization. This is the day the fog lifts. You may suddenly see something clearly about yourself, a relationship, or a pattern you've been ignoring. It could feel like a download, a shock, or a wave of emotional discomfort. You may wake up feeling off or emotionally raw, but that's not a bad thing. It means your soul is waking up, the veil is thinning, and your perception is shifting. What you see on June 6th, you won't be able to unsee. June 27-28, the days of soul testing. This is the heart of the portal, and it will be intense. You might get tested through a conversation that triggers an old wound, a situation that mirrors a past betrayal, a dream that brings back unresolved emotions. But here's the truth. These things are not random. They are your soul's final review, a karmic pop quiz. Will you repeat the pattern? Will you respond with old fear or new boundaries? Will you go numb or go inward? The universe is watching how you handle these days. Not what you say, but what you choose. June 29th, the karmic choice point. This is it, the fork in the road, the moment of soul decision. On this day, you'll feel two timelines in front of you. One that leads to peace, purpose, alignment, and higher self-trust. One that feels familiar, but heavy, small and repetitive. This choice may not look dramatic on the outside. It may be internal, a decision, a boundary, a quiet no, or a brave yes. But spiritually, it is massive. Because what you choose on June 29th will lock in your next seven-year cycle. You're writing your energetic contract with your thoughts, actions, and intentions. And Virgo, this is not about pressure, it's about power. You've been waiting for a shift. You've been praying for clarity. This portal is the answer. The question now is, will you walk through the new door or run back to the old room? Virgo, if you pass this test, if you walk through the fire, face the truth, and choose your alignment, something rare, something life-altering begins to unlock. This isn't just about surviving June 26 to 29. This is about activating a new reality that has been waiting for you for years. Let's talk about what's possible on the other side of this audit. A new life path aligned with your true self. No more forcing, no more pretending, no more wearing masks just to fit in with people who don't see you. If you pass this test, the real you rises. You begin to attract opportunities, people, and experiences that match your true vibration, not your fear. You'll feel the difference, the flow, the peace of not chasing, but receiving. Emotional peace you haven't felt in years. Virgo, your mind never stops. The overthinking, the guilt, the what-ifs. But when you align, something calms. Your nervous system softens, the noise fades, you start trusting your own rhythm again. It's not about escaping life's problems, it's about knowing you finally have the emotional foundation to face anything without breaking. This peace, you can't buy it, you earn it by choosing yourself. A higher love or soulmate connection. Whether you're single or not, your soul is ready for a new frequency of love, not another karmic cycle, not another fixer-upper, but a mutual, mature, soul-deep connection. Someone who meets you where you are, without games. A partner who doesn't drain you at the I know, but mirrors your growth. This kind of love can't come in until you release what's been blocking it. If you pass this test, Virgo, you may finally meet someone who reminds you, you were never too much. You were just never fully seen. A career shift or soul calling that finally feels right. You've always had a calling, but maybe you buried it under responsibility, fear, or other people's expectations. That changes now. You may suddenly feel drawn to something new, a mission, a passion, a message you can't ignore. And when you follow it, doors open, synchronicities line up, and you realize this is what you were born for. This is your quantum leap, the timeline where the healed version of you becomes real, not just imagined. But none of this happens unless you make the sacred decision. Stop saving what doesn't want to be saved. Stop fixing what was never yours to carry. Stop shrinking to be safe. Start rising. Start trusting. Start living from your truth, unapologetically. Because if you pass this audit, Virgo, you don't just get a new life, you become the new you. Virgo, this is it. Your moment, your soul check-in, your cosmic audit. Everything you've gone through, the struggles, the breakdowns, the quiet moments when no one saw your pain, they all led to this window, this choice, this 4-day portal that will determine who you become between now and 2032. The universe is not asking for your perfection. It's asking for your participation. It's not judging your past. It's asking, will you finally choose something different? Because the next 7 years won't be shaped by what you wish for. They'll be shaped by what you're willing to walk away from, what you're willing to release, what you're brave enough to rise into. You are not the same person you were last year. Even if you feel lost, you're awakening. Even if you feel tired, you're transforming. But Virgo, you must choose. Do you want to heal, or do you want to stay familiar? Do you want to grow, or do you want to stay light? Because this audit isn't just about karma. It's about becoming. Your soul didn't come here to play it safe. It came here to awaken and lead. And now the universe is watching, not to punish you, but to witness your rising. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to take the first step. Say no when your soul says no. Walk away when your peace is on the line. Speak truth, even when your voice shakes. This is not a test of strength. It's a test of authenticity. Will you finally choose yourself in the small, quiet moments? Will you answer the signs or keep ignoring what you already know? Because if you do nothing, you'll stay in the loop. Same story, different faces, same pain. But if you answer this call, Virgo, if you walk into the fire, heart open and eyes wide, you won't just pass the audit. You'll graduate into a higher reality. You'll step into a version of you that doesn't just survive, but soars. So let me ask you one last time, will you choose your healing or your history? Comment, I passed the cosmic audit. Like if this message shook something in you. Subscribe for more Virgo soul prophecies. Share this with another Virgo. They're being audited too, because the portal is open. The clock is ticking, and your higher self is waiting on the other side. Now rise, Virgo. It's your time.